Okay, very good. Okay, so let's this is page 19, and we're still doing the history of Canada. Um, let's see. Mohammed, since you're here, do you want to do the expansion of Dominion? Can you read this part with all the dates, please?
Yeah. Expansion of the Dominion. 1867 Ontario, Quebec, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick. 1870 Manitoba, Northwest Territories. 1871 British Columbia. 1873 Prince Edward Island. 1880 transfer of the Arctic Island to NWT. I don't know what this short. North,
NWT means Northwest Territories.
Northwest, yeah. 1898 Yukon Territory. 1905 Albert, Saskatchewan. 1949 Northumberland and Labrador. 1999 Nunavut.
Yeah, very good, very good. So these are the times when all the different provinces started. So you can see 1867, that's when Canada started. There's only 4. And so now there's so many, 10 provinces and 3 territories. And Nunavut
Hello.
was, hello, Abdullah.
Hi, how
Welcome.
are you, sir?
Hello,
Thank you.
we're just doing page 19. And so 1999 was Nunavut. And so that wasn't very long ago. And yeah, so 10 provinces and 3 territories. Very good. Okay. Now let's see. Diala, would you like to read this one, or says, did you know? Can you read that one, please?
Okay. Did you know in the 1920s, some believed that the British West Indies, British territories in the Caribbean Sea, should become part of Canada? This did not occur. Thought Canada and Commonwealth Caribbean countries and territories enjoy close ties today.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, so Canada is very cold. As today it was cold. And so many Canadians want to have a warm place to go to. And so Canada has tried many times to see if a country in the Caribbean would want to be part of Canada, which would be great. But it hasn't happened yet. But we'll keep trying. We'll keep trying until we get a friend in the Caribbean to be part of Canada, so we can go to a warm place in the wintertime. That's what we try to do. Okay, so those are all the different the times, the expansion of the Dominion. So Canada grew. Expansion means to grow. So that's how Canada grew. Okay, so let's do this part where it says challenge in the West. Let's see, Rashid, do you know can you tell me what the word challenge means? Rashid, do you know what that word means?
Challenge, I know, but I can't explain it.
It's hard to explain. Yeah.
To strive to do something, I think.
Yeah. It's to do something kind of difficult, right? It's a challenge. It's when you want to do something that's difficult. That's a challenge. Yeah. So it's not easy. It's not easy. Yeah. Okay. Could you read that part, please, Rashid, where it says challenge in the West?
Okay. Challenge in the West. When Canada took over the vast Northwest region from the Hudson's Bay Company in 1869, the 12,000 miles of the Red River were not consulted. In response, Louis Riel led an armed uprising and seized Fort Garry. The territorial capital. Canada's future was in jeopardy. How could the Dominion reach from sea to sea if it could not control the interior?
Very good, very good. Okay. So Canada wanted to be a country. They wanted the whole country, sea to sea, from the Atlantic to the Pacific. But the Hudson Bay Company, they just took over a big part of Canada, and they didn't discuss it with the Métis. Do you remember who the Métis were? Do you remember the Métis? We talked about them before.
Yeah.
Who were the Métis? Do you remember?
Métis from those who were living in Canada long time ago as with the Aboriginal people like that. Yeah.
Yeah, they're one of the Aboriginal. They're one of the first Aboriginal peoples. We had the Inuit, we had the First Nations or Indians, and we had the Métis. And the Métis were the people who they're Métis like First Nations people. They were Indians. They married French and British people, and so their children were called Métis. So they're half European and half Aboriginal. And so there was the Métis, and Louis Riel was their leader. And he was a very important man in Canada, in the West. So so Hudson Bay Company just took over land, and they didn't talk to the Métis, which is not smart. And so Louis Riel started fighting with guns, and he took over Fort Garry, which is Winnipeg. He took over Winnipeg, and so the young Canadian government was in trouble because they didn't do this well at all. So this was the challenge. This was the challenge they had. Okay, good. So let's do the next part here. Let's see. Zaniba, would you like to read this paragraph here?
Okay. Which is the one is Ottawa?
Yeah, that one.
Okay. Ottawa sent soldiers to retake Fort Garry. In the 1970 rail flight to the United States and Canada, establishing a new province, Manitoba, Rail was elected to Parliament, but never took his seat. Later, as that's French, maybe Mentos, I don't know. Métis, and Indian rights were again threatened by westward settlement. Second rebellion in 1985 in present day Saskatchewan. I don't know.
Good. And then we'll just, Manal, would you like to finish up that paragraph? Present day Saskatchewan, and then it goes to the next place. Would you want to do this one, Manal, where it says?
Okay, where teacher? Just let me know.
It says this one here, where it says led to Riel's trial and execution. Can you just read that? Yeah.
Led to results, trial, and execution.
Yeah.
For high treason, decision that was strangled opposite in Quebec. Result is soon by main as a whore a differenter of mountains rights and the father of Manitoba.
Very good. Okay.
Sorry, teacher, I'm tired.
No, it's okay. Those are difficult words. You did well. That's very good. Okay, let me just check something here. Okay, good. Okay, so let's look at this whole idea here. So Canada wanted to go to the west. They let the Hudson Bay Company do whatever they wanted in the west, in area is Manitoba. They didn't talk to the Métis, which was very not smart. And so Louis Riel fought because this was Métis territory. And then what happened was Louis Riel went to the United States because Ottawa sent soldiers to retake Fort Garry or Manitoba. And Louis Riel went to the United States. And while he was in the United States, he was elected to Parliament. So he was elected into the government, but he didn't take his seat. And there's a second time, in 1885, in present-day Saskatchewan, that they started another rebellion. And this time, the government of Canada, they captured Riel, and they gave him a trial, and he was executed. So he was hung for high treason. And it was very, very, many people were very mad at this choice because all he was doing was defending his people. And the government wasn't very smart at all. It was a very, very bad thing to do. And so in many places in Quebec and in Manitoba, Louis Riel is looked as a hero because he was fighting for the people of Manitoba. And even today, if you say the name Louis Riel, most people in Canada will think him as a hero. He was a hero. And then they think of the government as making very stupid mistakes when Canada started. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna, is that okay with everybody? Everybody got that? Okay. Let's see, I want to give everybody a chance today. We have so many people. I want to see if I can get everybody a chance to read. Let's see. Gonzalo, would you like to do a bit of this one here where it says after the first Métis uprising? Would you like to do that part there?
After the first Métis uprising, Barm, Minister, MacDonald is establishing the Northwest Mounted Police in 1973 to pacify the West and assist in
Take your time. You can do it. Negotiations.
Negotiate. What, Brian?
Negotiations.
Negotiation. I think this is hard for me.
These are hard words. Yeah, you got the hard words.
With the Indians.
Indians.
Indian. The new NWMP founded Fort Gargally, Fort McLeod, another country centers that today are cities and twins.
10 towns. Good.
Town.
Could you stop there, please? Yeah, very good. Very good. I think you got the difficult words today because I think you got the difficult. Okay. So we had Louis Riel and he was fighting and they captured him and they hung him. And after that, the prime minister, he established the Northwest Mounted Police in 1873. And so why he did that, he wanted to control the West and to work with the Indians. And back then it was called the NWMP. And it was founded in Fort Calgary, and then Fort McLeod and other centers. So the NWMP made these forts to protect the West. And later, those forts became cities, big cities in Canada. So this is when Canada just started. They started the Northwest Mounted Police. Okay. I want to give everybody a chance to read. So let's see, everybody, who are we missing? Just 1 second, please. I want to see if I can get everybody a chance to read today. Okay. Abdullah, would you like to do some reading today? You're muted. If you want to try to do some reading today, Abdullah? Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. Would you like to do some reading today, Abdullah? Yeah.
I
Okay.
missed just Abdullah. He's gone to the washroom.
Oh, he's gone to the wash. Okay. Okay. So we'll get somebody in. Okay. So let's see. Rashid, would you like to finish up this part where it says today? Today, can you see that part down there? Today, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police.
The Royal Canadian Mounted.
Yeah, that one there.
Okay. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police, RCMP, or the Mounties, are the national police force and one of Canada's best known symbols. Some of Canada's most colorful heroes, such as Major General Sir Sam Steele, came from the ranks of the Mounties.
Yeah. Does everybody know the Mounties? Does everybody know the Mounties?
Yeah, Brian.
Yeah. Can you let's see, was that Mohammed who said yeah? Can you describe the Mounties? Can you say what their uniform looks like and what do they do?
It's police mountains.
Yeah.
Is it the horses or?
Yeah. So good. Yeah, they're called the Royal Canadian Mounted Police because they ride horses. And when they started, they were the Northwest Mounted Police, and then they changed the name to the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. And they rode horses because they would be traveling all over the west of Canada, and there's no roads, so they needed horses to travel and protect Canada.
I think in Toronto, same thing. Sometimes the police use the horses.
That's right. In Toronto, they use the horses too.
And it's such in England.
In England, the police use horses too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I watch many movies about that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So the Royal Canadian Mounted Police are called Mounties, and we will do. They are a very important symbol in Canada. You will many times they wear bright red uniforms, and they have a hat. You see on the bottom picture. I'm just going to show you to the pictures on the bottom here. You see this uniform here in the middle? They wear that hat. That's an old picture, but their uniforms are better now. But that's an old picture. But they wear bright red uniforms. They have that hat, and they have black pants, and they look very smart. And if you ever have a chance, they have a thing called a musical ride. And they have about, I don't know, about 20 horses. And they all get together and they have 20 horses. And the horses, they ride and the horses almost do dances. It's pretty impressive to watch. They do it sometimes, they come to Kitchener. So yeah, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. And if you ever go to Ottawa, you will see Mounties. They're called Mounties at Parliament buildings, and usually at the airports in Toronto, you'll see Mounties. They're all over Canada. Yeah, yeah. So that's when they started because they had to help the control the West. And so let's just look at some of the pictures down here. This says Fort Garry. This one here, it says the Hudson Bay Company. Okay, that's Fort Garry. I think that was the one that ended up being Winnipeg. And then this one here, Sir Sam Steele, he was a very famous mounted police. And then this is Gabriel Dumont. He was the Métis military leader. So Louis Riel was the leader, and this guy here was the general kind of thing of the rebellion. Yeah, so these are very, very old pictures. From the 1880s kind of thing. Okay, very good. So that's when the Royal Mounted Police started. Now we have two more things to do, and I want to see if I can go up to the top here again. You can see at the top of the page, I think in your book it's green. You'll see it, it's green, it says there. It says Canada's first Prime Minister. Now I want to get everybody a chance to read again. Let's see, Mohammed, would you like to do this one where it says Canada's first Prime Minister?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Canada's first Prime Minister. In 1867, Sir John Alexander Macdonald, a father of Confederation, became Canada's first Prime Minister. Born in Scotland on January 11, 1815, he came to Upper Canada as a child. He was Ellery in Kingston, Ontario, a gifted a politician and a colorful personality. Parliament has recognized
Recognized. Yeah.
recognized January 11 as Sir John A. Macdonald Day. His birthday is on the $10 bill.
Very good. Yeah. So Sir John A. Macdonald. Yeah. So John A. Macdonald was our first Prime Minister. And yeah, he was born in Scotland, and he was a good politician. He made mistakes, but everybody makes mistakes. He made a mistake with Louis Riel. That was a mistake. And he did things that weren't very good for the Aboriginal people. But he was our first Prime Minister, and he brought Canada together. And if you see a $10 bill, his picture is on the $10 bill. And his picture is, let me see if we can see this. You see the picture just over here. That's him there. That's John A. Macdonald. Yeah. So John A. Macdonald, he was our first Prime Minister. And then let's see. I'm trying to make sure everybody has a chance to read today. I'm not sure if I'm missing anybody. I'm sorry if I am. Let's see. Zaniba, would you like to do this one here?
Oh, okay.
Would you like to try that? I'll give you his name. His name is Sir George Etienne Cartier. George Etienne Cartier.
Cartier. Okay, that's you said. What's the key architect of Confederation from Quebec, a railway lawyer, Montreal, close only of McDonald and party. Oh my God,
Patriotic.
Say again, teacher.
Patriotic.
Pretty. Yeah, I can't say this.
It's okay. It's okay.
So hard.
It's okay.
Canadian articulated Quebec into confederation and helped negotiate. This one
Yes,
even.
that's right. Negotiate. Good.
Mhm. The entry of the Northwest Territories, Manitoba, and British Columbia into Canada.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
Some is
Um,
hard. to say.
You did well. No, you did very well. So we have John A. Macdonald. He was the first prime minister, but this man was from Quebec. So John A. Macdonald was from Ontario, and George Etienne Cartier was from Quebec. And they worked together. They worked close together. And patriotic, that means you're proud of your country. Patriotic. He was a patriotic Canadian. He was proud of being from Quebec. And so Quebec was very important because, you know, it's a big province. And so Cartier was an architect. An architect is somebody who builds something. So with Cartier and Macdonald, they built Canada. That's kind of how people look at it. And so he was very important, and he was very good at negotiating. That means talking and agreeing on things. And he was negotiating Northwest Territories, Manitoba, and British Columbia into Canada. So he was very important to help John A. Macdonald. Okay, a lot of information today and a lot of people. So let's try to do some questions. Okay.
Yeah, that's the one. Nice.
Okay, let's do some questions. Okay, and then let's see, Manal, would you like to do this question? And everybody's, just so you know, everybody is muted as far as I can see. So you'll have to unmute.
You
There
ask me, teacher?
Yeah, could you do this question, please, Manal?
Okay. First, Brian. For money. Which year was Canada first? 1867.
Very good, very good. Good. And then Diala, would you like to do? Again, everybody's muted, so there you go.
Hi. Who, me?
Yes, please.
Who was Canada's first Prime Minister? Sir John Alexander Macdonald.
Very good. Very good. And then Abdullah, are you there? No? Okay. Let's see. Ghazala, would you like to do this one? You're muted.
Yes, yes. Okay. Which Barlet is on the Canada $10 bill? Okay.
Portrait means picture. That's all it means. Whose picture or portrait is on the $10 bill?
Number 4, Sir
Yeah, yeah.
John Alexander Macdonald.
Very good. Very good. Okay. And then Rashid, would you like to do this one?
Okay. Who was the key architect of a confederation from Quebec? Okay. Sir George, number 1.
Yeah, I think you're right. Sir George Etienne Cartier. Very good, very good. Let's see, who else do we have here? And you're muted too.
Me, teacher.
No, we'll get Mohammed to do this one.
Okay. When did Canada take over the vast northwest region from the Hudson Bay Company? It's number 2, 1869.
Very good. Good. And then Zaniba, would you like to do this one?
Yes, teacher. And when was the VCMP created? Created. What is that? Is
Created? When did they make it? When did it start?
yeah. When it's the start? The RCMP is like. What
That's
is that?
do you remember the RCMP? That's the Royal Canadian Mounted Police.
Mr. Just I want to let you know, I can't see the questions.
You can?
I can't. I cannot.
Oh, you can't? Okay.
So like,
Okay.
just I see like white paper, no question on it.
No? Okay. I'll read the question for you and you can do one. Okay, so Zaniba, do you want to do this one?
Yes, I'm doing this.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Teacher, it's okay. And when was that created? I'm so stuck with this one, teacher. Let me try see. Yes. Now I knew. It's 1873.
Very good. Excellent.
Thank you.
Good. Thank you. Okay, I'll read this one to you, Abdul. Okay, if you can't see this, I'll read it for you.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Do you remember? The question is, what does RCMP stand for? What does that mean? RCMP. Do you remember? Or do you want me to give you some choices?
Give me some choices, please.
Okay, I'll give you choices. Okay, the first one, choice number 1, Royal Canadian Mounted Police. Choice number 2.
First one.
Yeah, that's easy. Okay, very good. Okay, good. Royal Canadian Mounted Police. Very good. Okay. And then where do we go now? I guess we'll go back to Diala, maybe, please. And you're muted. There.
What is the Royal Canadian Mounted Police? Number 1, a national police force.
Yeah, you guys are getting fast. Very good. Good. And then Manal, would you like to do this one?
Now I got it. Now I can see the questions.
You can see it now,
The
Abdul?
British territories is the Caribbean Sea or birth of Canada. Oh my God.
We talked a little bit about this, remember?
Where's teacher? I need to.
Okay,
write.
the British territories in the Caribbean Sea are part of Canada. Remember, we talked a little bit. We said, remember I said it's so cold in Canada, we want to find a place to go.
True, teacher?
You remember? Is that true? You think it's true? We have,
Yeah.
okay, let's see. 50-50 here.
Oh
Okay,
my
this one-
God.
It's okay. It's no problem. It's no problem. So we want to have territories in the Caribbean Sea part of Canada, but no takers yet. So we keep trying because Canada's a cold country. Okay, so not yet. Okay. Good to do. Okay, just 1 second, please. I just want to see how far we want to go. Okay. That's as far as we're going to go today. It's not very many questions today, but it's only one page. Because the next part is talking about the next page. So I don't want to get too far ahead because we have a lot to go. It's a short lesson today. I just want to thank everybody for coming. We have a big class and I'm glad everybody is here and you're all doing very well. And I hope I give everybody a chance to read and answer questions. But if you could look at page 20 for next day, and then also see, if you look at page 20, maybe I can bring it up. Just one second.